Hello, hello! Welcome, friends, to the most optimistic corner of the internet. My name is Zania from A Constellation of Words, and today I've prepared for you a pick a card reading to help you figure out if they are really the one for you. For the past few days, I had this song stuck in my head, the Shoop Shoop song, the Cher version, the one that goes, "If you wanna know if he loves you so, it's in his kiss." And that got me thinking because the first line of that song says, "Does he love me? I wanna know. How can I tell if he loves me so?" Well, how can we tell if a person we are interested in or maybe even dating is the one? I believe the universe is constantly communicating with us, but as humans are not the best at deciphering these messages. Thankfully, we have a bunch of tools at our disposal to help us, and in this video I'm going to use tarot and oracle cards to do just that. I'm going to identify all the omens, whether they are seasons, colors, animals, sounds, songs, elements of popular culture, or even events that the universe might be using to show you that they are the one for you. If you are new to this channel or to pick a card readings, this is how it's going to go down. If you are already in a relationship, I want you to take a few seconds and focus on the person you're asking about. Look at their picture, grab an object of theirs, or go give them a hug. Connect with the energy in any way, shape, or form that you can physically do at this moment. If you're single, don't worry, I've got you, boo. What I need you to do is take a few moments to imagine yourself in a healthy, happy relationship. Don't focus on the other person. Focus on the feeling of being in a healthy, happy relationship. Now that you've connected to the energy, the vibe, I need you to hold on to that feeling. And in a few seconds, when I'm going to tell you to open your eyes, I need you to choose the symbol that resonates with that energy, with that feeling. You will have a few moments to connect with the symbols and to choose your group, and after that you can jump directly to your spread. The timestamps are in the description box as well as in the pinned comment under this video. Now you can open your eyes and allow your intuition to guide you. Choose with your heart, not with your eyes. Which symbol gives you a similar feeling or enhances the feeling that you got in the beginning? If you need more time, you can pause the video now because I'm gonna start with group number 1. Okay, group number 1. Let's see first what the tarot cards have to say. What omens is the universe sending you that they are the one? So whether you already met this person or if you haven't met them yet, then what signs will the universe send you when you will meet this person? So we have the Three of Cups here. This tells me that you've possibly met or you're going to meet this person at a party, or your friends are going to introduce you to the one, to the person that is meant for you, the person that the universe has specifically designated to be your ideal partner. Okay, let's see what else. What else can we take from the tarot cards? We have the Eight of Cups. Some travel might be involved here with the Eight of Cups, moving to a different city or maybe just going to visit a new city. So yeah, some relocation might be needed, or you might be thinking about moving, or because this is the Eight of Cups after all, you might feel restless. It's this feeling of restlessness, of not being content in the situation where you are now. If you've been feeling disillusioned, if you've wanted to change something in your life, whether in your personal or professional life, that is one of the signs that the universe is showing you that you are very close to your ideal partner, to the one that was meant for you. With the Knight of Coins here, the Knight of Pentacles, this might be a person that you're meeting at work, through work, or either you or the other person is very focused on their careers. And here with the Five of Wands, there might be some struggles, there might be some competition also involved. With the Page of Cups, I'm getting very strong lunar cycle vibes. So you met or you will meet either on a new moon, a full moon, maybe around the Lunar New Year, and also be very mindful of the eclipses. So in each year, the eclipses happen at different times in the year, but be very mindful of those time periods. And last but not least, here with the Temperance, one of you might be a Sagittarius, or if none of you has the zodiac sign, then the end of November, beginning of December, that might be a very important time period for you. That might have some relevance, or you might resonate with that message somehow. With the spread of cards that we have so far, I also get the feeling that water is very important for you. The element of water, maybe one of you is either a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like that. However, water is important. Either a river, a lake, a fountain, the ocean, the seashore, something related to water is very important, because look here, we have cups, Temperance with the water symbolism as well. I think maybe dams and reservoirs can also be important. And also think of very turbulent water, like storms, or a river that is flowing very fast, maybe even a mountain river, so water that is very turbulent. I get the feeling of a waterfall or a hydroelectric dam being very important and relevant for this reading. For some of you, maybe even the lack of water is what's important and what you're resonating with. Either drought or intense fires, intense heat, water shortages, limitations on how much water you can use, and conflict arising from the use of water and who is allowed to use water and who is allowed to control this resource that is so important and vital to our survival. Even though there is some strife and conflict here in the middle, the beginning and the end of this spread is very happy, very optimistic, very positive, and overall, I want to say that meeting this person is a happy circumstance in your life. So you're going to meet this person at a moment of respite, at a moment where you are able to put behind all the issues or the troubles, everything that's not going quite right in your life. And it doesn't mean that you're going to meet this person once all your troubles go away. No, I see more the energy here of I make a conscious decision for a night, for a day, for an evening to stop focusing on everything that is not going right in my life and just go out with friends, have a fun time, and from that energy, from that positive energy, you attract this person, you are able to meet this person. And somehow, from the first moment that you lay eye on each other, and somehow from the first moment that you two lay eyes on each other, you feel at home, you feel balanced, you feel completed. It's definitely that initial spark, that first love, let's say, or love at first sight, because the Temperance shows me that meeting this person and being in their energy just makes everything calm. Like the rustle and bustle of your mind just stops. All the voices that are going crazy in your mind, they just stop. All the worries just go away. And while you are with this person, you just feel in peace. You feel like there is hope. This is a person that gives you hope for the future, hope that things will be better. Okay, now let's look at the oracle cards. For this spread, I actually mixed up 5 different oracle decks for you guys. And I already split them into 4 equal sized groups. So this is what was left for group number 1. Let's see what are the signs, what are the omens. How is the universe communicating to you that this person is the one for you, that you are meant to be together, and this is the highest possible relationship for you, for your highest good, for the highest good of everyone. Let's see what these oracle cards have to say. It's a little bit difficult to shuffle them because each deck has a different texture, a different paper weight. Yeah, but it's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna take this entire lump of cards for you. So let's see. We have the Direction Guardian. Again, with this idea of movement. You're probably traveling or you're going to a different city when you're about to meet them. We have the Sacred Fish Spirit and the Rainbow Light Spirit. Again, this water element, very potent, very important here. You might meet them at an aquarium or by the seashore, or I'm thinking even by a lighthouse. We have Beauty. You might meet at a fashion show, or fashion trends are very important and relevant to your connection. We have the Sea Queen Diamond Light. Again, with this idea of a lighthouse, of being by the seashore. We have Perspective, Abundance, Medicine Mother. You might meet at the doctor's office. Butterflies, Butterfly Spirit. There might be butterflies around you, or you get butterflies in your stomach when you're close to them, when you're next to them. We have the Peacock here and Extraordinary Things. It's exactly what I told you. Once you meet, it's like you feel that you are meant to have this person in your life. Everything calms down and it feels like all of the sudden all the colors are more vivid and everything is just more intense around you. We have New Beginnings, Gratitude, the High Priestess, Flow, and we have the Wind of Change. You will probably meet this person at a time of change in your life, when you're ready to give up the old and start something new. But it's important to start something new with this energy of gratitude. If you keep the same energy as before, moving to a new city, moving to a new job, moving to a new apartment, moving to a new country, or even a new continent will not change anything. You will still be the same you, only in a new place. But if you manage to make this shift, this mental shift, and live every day from a place of gratitude, begin every day with a gratitude journal, just find 3 small things that you're thankful for, and also think about why you are grateful for those things, and this will gradually change your mindset. This will gradually change your timeline and put you on your path to your highest good, put you on your path to find this ideal partner for you. With the High Priestess and the symbolism of harnessing your mystic power, I see that you are very close to manifesting this ideal person for you. For most of you, you haven't met this person yet, but they are very close. You just need to flow with the energy of the universe. Allow this person to come into your life. They will come in a turbulent way, let's say, or in a turbulent phase of your life with this wind of change. You will meet this person, or you have met this person at a very turbulent time in your life when a lot of things are changing, a lot of things are in flow, in flux. The good thing is that you have the power to direct the energy. And if you are using your power wisely, then this can be a very happy, very positive new beginning. The signs are there. You have your guardian angel protecting you. You just need to listen to your intuition here with the insight card. And the same thing with the coral sea reef queen. Be mindful of your environment. Just open your eyes, because I have a feeling that you actually know this person. You might have seen this person a lot, but you haven't really seen them. So you've interacted with them, maybe even passed each other several times, but you haven't really opened your eyes to see them, to see their entire potential. They're a warrior. They are fearless and strong. They might be older than you, or if they're not older than you, then for sure they are wiser than you. They might have a higher level of education, and they're just waiting for you to be ready. They've been ready for a long time. For a long time. They've been holding the space for you to be ready and to come to them. You haven't been ready yet. This is what the cards are telling me. Let's get some additional messages here from the oracle signs about the signs, the omens, the seasons, the colors, or the events in your life that can show you that you've met the one, that the person you are interested in, or the person that's interested in you, is the one that was meant for you. Just a few more messages. Summer is important. Crystalline purity, glass, and mirrors, and glass buildings, and high rises, high towers, so buildings with a lot of glass and with a lot of light coming through. Those might be important. You might meet them in a location like that. We have the deepening again with the symbolism of the cat. Now the black cat appeared here twice. And let's see the last card for group number 1, the last sign or omen that they are the one, that you've met your person. Okay. The dog spirit. So we have the seashore, we have cats, we have dogs, we have bees, we have the symbolism of summer, of buildings with a lot of glass and a lot of light. We know they are coming in your life in a turbulent period, in a period where things aren't working out exactly for you. However, when you're gonna meet this person, everything is just gonna fall into place. Everything becomes calm. Everything just becomes better. Be mindful just of this thing. You might have met them already. You might have talked with them, interacted with them, but you never really saw their entire potential. So open your eyes and really be mindful of your environment, because you can meet them in your day-to-day life or while traveling. Also be very mindful when you're traveling, because worst case scenario, if you're not mindful of the things happening around you, you might be in like a small traffic accident with this person, and that's how you might meet. I don't know, you ding their car, you scratch their door, you take off their side mirror, I don't know, something like that can happen. But that's, as I told you, only the worst case scenario, in case you're really not aware, in case you're really not paying attention to your environment and the people that you are meeting. Overall, this seems like a very nice connection. If you've enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Group number 2, let's see what signs, what omens the universe is sending to you to show you that they are the one, that you've met your best potential partner, that you are in the highest vibrational relationship, that you are on the path to becoming your best self in this relationship, in the love department. Let's see for group number 2 what the tarot cards have to say. So signs, omens, how the universe is communicating to you that you've met or that you're going to meet the one. Let's see. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Ten of Coins. Oh, this is so beautiful. The Page of Coins, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Okay, this kind of went sideways here towards the end, but yeah, it's not that bad. Let's look at all the cards. So first of all, we see a lot of wand energy. So a lot of heat. I'm gonna say summer is very important to you, or a tropical destination is also very important to you. Or, okay, if you live in the northern regions or in a very cold region, then think of the element of fire. Fireplaces, kitchens, every place where fire is important, and every space that cannot exist without fire. So think of a furnace, or maybe even an industry where fire is important and it's part of your technological process. With the Ten of Coins and the Page of Coins, I see a lot of stability here. And it's also showing me like the moment when someone is leaving home and starting off on their own. So you will meet, or you have met this person either when you were leaving for university, or maybe after you finished your studies, when you relocated to a new city and started working, or I don't know, maybe you left home even earlier than that. Maybe you left at 14 or at 16. So whenever you left your parents' house and started being independent, earning your own paycheck, I don't see here a very well-paid job. So it's a moment in your life when you are leaving the comforts of your family and of your ancestral home and venturing out on your own. This is a very important and relevant time period for you. With the Knight of Wands and the Four of Swords, with these two cards here, I see a very stark contrast between what you're doing outside, what you're doing in your public life, and all the energy that you're putting in your public life, versus the need to recharge in your home, in your personal space. And actually, this might be also something that this person is telling you, or that they told you. They admire your determination, your passion, how energetic you are, and how driven you are to chase your dreams, to follow your goals, to do and be and obtain everything that you want to. But at the same time, they might be telling you to also rest, to take care of yourself. So when you're gonna meet this person, they're definitely gonna be more interested in your well-being than in your status or your reputation. They're gonna always talk to you about this idea of taking care of yourself, of okay, it's nice that you have all these goals, all these aspirations, but let's also focus on rest and relaxation, on sleep. They might get you into meditation. They might show you a really cool sleep tracking app or sleep tracking device that you can use. They might help you set up your bed if you move out on your own and you buy furniture from IKEA, let's say, and they come and they help you set up your bed. Or they might help you paint your bedroom. So with the Four of Swords here, it's something clearly related to the bedroom, to the place where you go to relax, to unwind, and to sleep. And sleep is very important for the connection between you two. And now going back to the beginning, because I haven't really touched on these two cards, on the Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands, the connection between you guys is instant. Sparks fly from the first moment you meet, from the first moment you see each other. With the Queen of Wands, the feminine energy in this connection, in this relationship. And if none of you is female or identifies as female, then let's just say, the more feminine of the two of you, or the more emotional or the more sensitive of the two of you. So the one that would connect more with all these typically female energies is definitely the sexier one. Not to say that the other person is not sexy or not hot, because there's a lot of heat here, but the feminine energy really stands out in this reading. Overall, this is a very nice tarot spread. What I find interesting is that both heat and cold are very clearly highlighted here. So you either meet in summer or in a very hot area or in a tropical location, or equally you can meet in a northern location or in a very cold location, but either around the fireplace, around the stove, in a kitchen, or maybe even in a sauna. I just got this message right now. Maybe you're gonna meet in a sauna, or someplace very hot and warm that's very contrasting to the local environment where you usually live. Either way, this is the type of relationship that can lead to marriage. And with the way that these cards are laid out here, I see that you are going to start thinking and talking about marriage very early in your relationship, but things are going to develop very slowly. So even though the attraction is there, is instantaneous, you like each other very much, the physical connection is there, everything is there, and you start talking about marriage and family and happily ever after, things for some reason or another develop very slowly, and you are in no rush to actually go down the aisle. You take your time to get to know each other, to get to know your families, to get to know your friends, to make sure that everyone gels and vibes, and that your lives can actually work well together and that they fit well together. And once you've made sure that all of that is fine, that everyone's okay, that everyone gets along, and that you're a good fit for each other, then you are going to rush down the aisle. So it's very funny here, because things happen very fast in the beginning. Then there's a period when everything moves very slowly, but this period actually allows you to build something very stable. And then once you decide that it's time, you rush down the aisle with such a speed that no one understands what's happening. I think people will maybe think that there's an unplanned pregnancy or that something's happening and you need to rush down the aisle, but it's actually just the way that you two guys work together. Sometimes things happen very fast, sometimes things happen very slow, and then sometimes they happen fast and slow at the same time. So it's very interesting. It's a roller coaster of timelines here. And this timing issue is really very interesting for you guys. And the way time flies for you guys is really interesting. I don't know exactly what that's about, so leave me in the comments your impressions, your ideas. How do you resonate with this idea of fast and slow at the same time? Because there's something very interesting here, and I would like to get your opinion on this too, guys. Okay, now that we've gotten the messages from the tarot, let's move on and see what additional messages we can get from the oracle cards. I've mixed up here 5 different oracle decks for you guys, and I've already split them in 4 equal piles for each of the 4 groups. This is your pile. Let's see exactly what messages we can get from the oracle cards. We have the Traveler, move in a new direction. You might be traveling, or they might be traveling when you meet, or you might meet in a foreign place. We have volcanoes and power. Again, the symbolism of heat, of fire, of exotic places, of warm places. Again, with the confirmation for what the tarot cards told us, that you're gonna meet either in a warm place or why not close to a volcano. We have DNA activation, the sacred serpent spirit. Snakes might be of interest. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't really like snakes. I'm terrified of them. I try to avoid them as much as possible, but hey, I'm not judging anyone here. If snakes are important, snakes are important. And be mindful here that maybe it's not physical snakes. It might be the symbolism of a snake, or snake tattoo, or I don't know why I'm getting the color green and Slytherin from Harry Potter, or even the idea of Kundalini and Kundalini rising. And that really takes me to the message that for some of you, not for all of you, but for a very particular group of you, or a subset of group number 2, you are going to meet this person around ages 48, 49, or 50, around your Chiron return or around their Chiron return, which is basically the event that triggers the Kundalini rising in humans. Then we have the direction card and the transition card. They also confirm, let's say, the message of the first card, that you are traveling or they are traveling. You might be asking them for direction, and that's how you meet. Or you might meet in some mode of transportation, on the bus, on the train, in an airplane, in a transit hub, somewhere where you are moving, they are moving, or some goods are moving, something is moving. We have very strongly here the energy of movement, of transition, of direction. Okay, let's see, we have bushfires. Yeah, again, the confirmation I told you also with the tarot. You might meet during summer or during fire season. One of you might be a firefighter, or even one of you might be from Australia. That's interesting. Let's see. We have the pig spirit, use your mind wisely. I know, pigs might be important. The color pink as well. Maybe you meet in Hawaii. Maybe you go to barbecue. Maybe one of you is a farmer. Although with this image of the pig, I get more the idea of this expression, when pigs fly, which kind of represents something that's impossible. So maybe when you lose all hope, when you give up on meeting someone, that's when pigs start to fly and you actually meet this person. We have faith. Don't lose faith. Don't give up on faith, because really you're gonna meet this person at an unexpected moment. Not when you're looking for them, but when you've stopped looking for them. And not when you've stopped looking for them and given into despair. No, when you stop looking and when you allow the universe, when you allow divinity, when you allow God to take over the search for your ideal partner. In the meantime, you should be focusing on self-love. Focus on improving yourself. With the wolf spirit, yeah, focus on yourself, on becoming the best version of yourself. Of learning from the mistakes of the past. The wolf spirit tells us to turn knowledge into wisdom, to grow up, to evolve, to be a more mature version of ourselves. And yeah, that's why again I get this confirmation that really a lot of you are gonna meet this person later in life. With the hunter, track down your fears and desires. We are starting to get here a lot of the symbolism of forest and wildlife. So again, maybe forests are relevant to you. Maybe one of you is a really outdoorsy person and likes to hunt or hike or spend a lot of time in nature. Let's see what else. Self-mastery, the oracle, armadillo spirit, and grief. I see here that for a subset of group number 2, there isn't just one single person for you. There are multiple people for you. And at some point in your life, probably one relationship ends and you are ready for another relationship. I think it's either because, one, you evolve and you evolve away from your previous partner, or with the grief card here, because at some point in your life you might become a widow or a widower. So yeah, I'm sorry to give you this message, but at least the good thing here is that you're not gonna be alone even after a loss, even after a great loss in your life. You're not gonna end up alone, because the universe has a second chapter in store for you. So for those of group number 2 that are either grieving now because, I don't know, maybe someone has passed away, or you're just grieving the end of a relationship, the end of a cycle, the end of a phase of your life, I'm very sorry for you. I understand that you need to go through this process. But if there's something that I can do to help you, is tell you that at the end of this process, something better is waiting for you. A healthier relationship, a better version of yourself, a better understanding of yourself, of your wants, needs, and desires. You just need to be patient. With the oracle, you need to wait, and you need to be open, and you need to work on your intuition. You need to work on being able to decipher the messages that the universe is sending you. So at the right time, when you will meet the right person, you will be ready to act, willing to act, and you will be able to leave behind all the pain and the grief and the suffering from the past, from past relationships, from everything that was not okay in your previous life. Because what I see here is really the second chapter for you. It's really something new, something fresh, the opportunity to go in a completely different direction with your love life and learn from the mistakes of the past. Now let's see the last row of cards. We have the hummingbird, be here now. Yeah, stop living in the past and start connecting with the present moment. Because if you keep living in the past, and if you keep the trauma of past failed relationships with you, you are only going to attract more of that. With the right action, look here, the message is very nice. It says, let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. So just allow the universe to take out of your life the people, situations, relationships, friendships, even family members that are no longer aligned with your vibration, that are no longer helping you or supporting you to become your highest self, and allow the universe to bring instead the right people, situations, friends, the right circumstances to bring you to your highest self, to your highest version. We have the unexpected. Yeah, it's gonna be something new, something unexpected. It's gonna breathe life into you, and it's also going to give you a stable place to call home. You're gonna find someone that you're going to refer to as your rock. What's interesting here is that this person that you're meeting is completely different than what you describe as your type. They don't fit into that category. And I think that's a good thing, because in the past, what you would call your type has only brought you heartbreak and disillusionment. And do you really want to do that again? So this time, go for someone who is not your type. They are going to literally breathe new life into you. So for a very, very small subsection of group number 2, again, just very few of you, I see here that they might give you CPR, or they might rescue you in some way, or help you, or come to your rescue, come to your aid in some way. I hope that nothing tragic or extreme happens here, but I see it more as a funny thing. So in a funny way, you have some type of accident and this person needs to come and rescue you. They're gonna be your knight in shining armor. And yeah, you're gonna call them your rock. They're gonna be stable, they're gonna be there for you, they're gonna support you, and together you are going to build something very beautiful, a very beautiful life together. What can I say? Congratulations, group number 2. I hope that you are able to meet this person very fast, because I see a lot of pain in your past, and I also see a lot of happiness and potential for growth in your future. So just keep your chin up, keep your spirits up, and go through the 5 stages of grief as fast as you can, so you can receive this amazing gift from the universe as fast as possible. If you've enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Okay, group number 3. Let's see what signs, what omens is the universe giving you that this is the right person for you. We have the 10 of Cups and the Strength card. Okay, this is very nice energy so far, and I might have spoken too fast because we have the 3 of Swords here. Let's continue shuffling, and then we'll see at the end exactly what these messages are for you, because it's kind of a roller coaster of emotions. The Ace of Swords, the 6 of Coins, and the 3 of Cups. Okay, so with the 10 of Cups, you might meet this person at a wedding or at some sort of family event, or even at an event that your friends are organizing, but it's like really close friends that you almost consider to be your family. With the Strength card, I see the symbolism of Leo. So one of you might be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or the last part of July and the beginning of August might be relevant for you. You might meet this person then, you might have an anniversary then, or some important event happens in late July, early August. It's also very possible here that when you first meet, there is some sort of misunderstanding, and one of you says or does something that leaves the other one heartbroken. So your initial meeting doesn't go over well. You might argue, you might fight, or one of you hears something, but they hear only part of the information, and they take something out of context, and they become very hurt and very upset about that thing that the other person said about them, apparently. So apparently it's something very hurtful, it's something very negative, and they take it to heart and they get offended by the words that the other person says. However, later on with the Ace of Swords, we see that in time the truth actually emerges and the air is cleared, and you guys figure out that actually the first impression that you had was completely wrong, because things were taken out of context, things were misunderstood, things weren't as they seemed. And with the Ace of Swords, at some point in the future, it can be either 3 days or 3 weeks after your initial meeting, you get this chance to clear the air and to actually understand what happened and why things were so tense between the two of you. With the 6 of Coins, I see that after you clear the air, after you kind of become friendly again, things take their sweet time in evolving. Okay, you are no longer upset with each other, you've cleared everything up and things are fine. However, things don't immediately go to the next level. With the 6 of Coins, here I see a really long period. It can be 6 months, or in some cases even 2.5 years, or even in the worst case up to 6 years, until you guys actually give it another shot. And here with the 3 of Cups, I see another event surrounding your friends. So if you've met here at a friend's wedding or at some of your friends' engagement party or rehearsal dinner or something related to your friends, I see here that either 6 months, 2.5 years, or 6 years later, you are again at a similar event in a similar circumstance, and only then are you able to actually realize that this is the person that was meant for you. So things are evolving here very slowly. Things are very rocky in the beginning. There are a lot of ups and downs, a lot of misunderstandings, a lot of drama, a lot of intense emotions. But then you have this really nice period here. I said from 6 months up to 6 years, depending from case to case, where you just create this solid foundation of a friendship. And then after this foundation is solid, it's set, and you know that you can depend on each other, in this period of just building up friendship, you might help each other. You help each other move, or you help each other financially, or you do small things to help each other and to build your friendship. And at the end, with the Three of Cups, I see that from this friendship, at a certain point in the future, again in a social circumstance, either while going out with friends or celebrating something with your friends, you kind of have this aha moment when you see each other completely differently, and you realize that you are actually meant to be together all along. So I don't want you to despair or be upset about this, because you might have already met this person. So think, what happened in your life 6 months ago? What happened in your life 2.5 years ago? What happened in your life 6 years ago? Did you have an important social event that you attended? Did you meet someone there, someone that you didn't like? Did you manage to clear the air with that person? If you didn't manage to clear the air with that person, now is the time to clear the air, and be mindful that in the near future, you might see that person with a completely different view, with a completely different perspective. Also here, if you don't really resonate with this idea of miscommunication and hurt feelings in general, then be careful, because you might be the one that said something. Either you were drunk, or you were intoxicated, or you were trying to impress someone, and you might have said something that hurt this person's feelings. So yeah, whose feelings did you hurt either 6 months, 2.5 years, or 6 years ago? If you're able to figure that out, then you're able to identify this person who is actually meant for you, who is the one that was meant for you, and with whom you will have a second chance. This is a very interesting spread. I like this energy a lot for you. It's very dramatic. It's very passionate. It's like a romance novel. Okay, now let's go to and see what the oracle cards have in store for you. I've actually mixed up here 6 different sets of oracle cards, and I've already split them in 4 different groups, because altogether they were way too big and I couldn't shuffle them. So I split them in 4 equal groups, one for each of the groups in this tarot spread. And now let's see exactly what messages we can get from these oracle cards to clear up what the signs, the omens are that the universe is sending to you to show you that this is the person that was meant for you. So we have your path, the frog spirit, time, the sea goddess of sensuality, and the card of expression. Okay, this is a very interesting spread. It's very sensual and very powerful and very erotic spread that we have here. First of all, your path. This card clearly shows me that the line for you is not a straight line. So the line from, or let's say the path from initial meeting to relationship is not a straight path. It's like a labyrinth. It's like a maze that you need to navigate in order to actually get to your happy ending. And it's exactly confirming what the tarot cards already told us. You have a lot of ups and downs. Your first impression is not the best. There's some miscommunication. There are some hurt feelings, but things can be solved. And how can you solve them? Well, the answer is right here in this card. It says, "Dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions." So you need to trust the universe. You need to clear up the miscommunications. You need to clear up that very erroneous first impression and move on from there. The path card also tells us that you need to leave the past behind, let bygones be bygones, and move on. Don't stay stuck in the past. With the frog spirit, we see here the message to clear out the clutter. You can take this message literally, like clean up your room, clean up your apartment, just make a pile of all the things that you are no longer using and donate them or sell them, or just do something to clean up your life, to streamline your life, either physically by decluttering or just energetically. Leave behind people that are no longer serving you. Leave behind words, thoughts, or actions and activities that are no longer serving you. Declutter your life physically and energetically. With the frog card here, this might be actually a more literal expression of this animal. So I don't know why I get this mental picture of a summer's night and the frogs singing their songs out in the lake or in the bayou or somewhere near some type of water or pond or river, kind of like a frog concert for you. And I also get very vividly this image of the Little Mermaid and the scene where they are floating in the lagoon and Sebastian the crab is orchestrating this entire song and this entire masterpiece for them. And again, I'm reminded of this issue of miscommunication, of not knowing what the other one thinks, feels, and also not knowing exactly how much the other person has helped you. So be mindful of that message as well. With the time card, again, I'm given the confirmation that there is no easy path from initial meeting to relationship, that it will take some time to get there, that you might have already met this person in the past and now you are very close to the time. The time is right for you to make the change, to shift perspectives, to shift thoughts and feelings, to change their mind about you, or for you to change your mind about them, and to finally step in to, look, I need to show you this. Look what this card tells you. Step in and celebrate romance. We have the sea goddess of sensuality. It's finally time for you to make that next step and start a romantic relationship and celebrate the romance and the sensuality that already exists between you two. Because the sparks have always been there. The attraction has always been there. But you were just too blind to see it. You were not ready to see it. The time was not right. You weren't disciplined enough because of all this clutter, because of all this messiness in your life. Maybe in the past you liked to gossip, or you were a serial cheater, or I don't know, for some reason you just weren't ready. You weren't at the same energetic level as this other person is, and this is a person that has helped you a lot behind the scenes and you don't even know how much they've helped you. And now it's time for you to grow up, to become disciplined, and to step into your highest possible timeline, into your highest possible version of yourself, and express that highest possible version of yourself, because this person was meant for you. They were created for you. They are here for you. You just need to step up. With the octopus spirit, we have also the message of ingenuity, divine love. Yeah, you're gonna have to be original. You're gonna have to be creative to get the attention of this person, because I see that in this relationship you're kind of marrying up, or they're on a different level than you right now. I'm gonna be honest about this. They are more evolved. They are more enlightened. But this is not the issue. This is not a blocking point. You have a different type of intelligence than them. Maybe they are very technical and you are very creative. It's just different types of intelligence. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other. It's just different. And you two kind of complete each other. This is divine love here. And with the adaptability card, I see again this message of needing to shift perspectives, needing to be more adaptable, needing to change the way you look at life, and needing to change what you think your ideal partner is, and also what you think that you deserve. Because for some of you, you think that you want something completely different than this person, when in reality they are the perfect mate for you. And for some of you, you have such a low image of yourself that you think that you don't deserve a person like this. And both ideas are false. You just need to shift, be more fluid, especially in regards to body image and everything related to the physical body. So there's an interesting message coming up here. So for some of you, maybe you've always thought that, this is the ideal body type that I want my future wife or husband to have. And right now you're needing to shift that idea, shift that mental picture. Because if you get stuck in appearances, if you get stuck on the physical level of existing, on the physical plane of existence, you are going to miss out on divine love. You need to be more adaptable. And here I don't want you to get me wrong. I don't mean to give up your standards completely or to ignore physicality completely. No, because physical attraction is important and it has its place in compatibility. But what I want is just for you to keep an open mind. Be more open. And also look at the potential of this person, because they might not be where they want to be physically, but with your help, with your support, they can get there. And it's the same for you. You might not be where you want to be physically, but maybe this person is willing to help you, to support you, and together you can grow and become the best versions of yourself. I really see here with the stag symbolism, this idea of trust, of support, of thriving together, of growing together. So don't give up on yourself and don't give up on the other person, because together you two are stronger than apart. I also see here fall being very important, of course, as well as summer. Summer already came up for you, especially the period July, August. But right now, fall is also being kind of highlighted here as a season or a possible important season for you guys. Okay, and let's see the last row of cards for you. The last row of messages, we have boundaries, the moon, speed, fear, and the discipline. What this card is showing me, the boundary card here, is that there's still something between you guys. There are still some invisible walls that are keeping you two apart. But if you look closely, this is just a soap bubble. All the walls, all the barriers, all the things that are keeping you two apart are just illusions. And if you take action, if you take measured action, if you listen to the advice of the tarot cards and clarify the misunderstandings, these walls will crumble. They will dissolve into nothingness, because in reality they are nothing. They're just a misunderstanding. With the moon card, I see here that you already know who this person is. I don't even need to tell you. This was just a confirmation for you guys. The moon shows me that your intuition is very strong. And you might even have a psychic connection with this person. You can feel when they're happy, when they're upset, when they're going through something. You have this very intense emotional and psychic connection. With the Speed card, I see again that things can develop very fast for you once you move from all the misunderstandings of the past. I think you've already did the waiting. You remember in the tarot spread we had that 6 of coins there that showed me somewhere between 6 months and 6 years of waiting. I think that time has already passed for you, and now it's the time for speed. Now is the time for movement. Now is the time for action. But you're afraid. You're afraid because you already grew comfortable in the relationship that you already have with this person. It's definitely not a love relationship yet, but you grew comfortable with this friendship, and you're afraid that if you try to move further, that you're gonna lose them. Well, looky here. The last card in the spread for you is the Discipline card. Is the Saturn card. Now, Saturn, for me, is not a bad planet. I see Saturn as a planet that shows us when things are meant to be forever. Saturn is the Lord of Time. The time has come. Definitely the time has come for you to be disciplined, to be happy, to finally step into this love relationship. Maybe the number 30 is relevant for you, either the 30th day of the month or the age 30 might be relevant for you. Either way, with Saturn here at the end of your spread, I see there's no need to be afraid, because as long as you are disciplined, as long as you are committed to this, as long as you're honest, as long as you play by the rules, this can be your forever love story. And isn't that just the best way to end this spread for you guys? If you've enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Okay, group number 4. Let's see what omens the universe is sending to you, that they are the one. What signs, seasons, colors, omens, events? How is the universe communicating to you that this is the right person for you? We have the 9 of Wands. Okay, we have the Strength card. Again, the Strength card also came up in the reading for group number 3 in exactly the same position. So, there might be a connection here. So you might want to check out the interpretation for group number 3 as well. We have the Temperance card. Okay, this also came up for group number 1. We have the King of Coins. We have the 4 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Okay, this is interesting. First of all, because you have several connections with the other groups. So both with group number 3 and with group number 1. But let's see what this actually means for you. First of all, with the Strength card and the Temperance card, I see 2 possible astrological signs that might be relevant. So it's Leo and Sagittarius. One of you might be a Leo or a Sagittarius, and I'm talking here about Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or if the astrological signs aren't relevant, then think of these time periods. Late July, early August, or late November, early December. These time periods might also be relevant. Might be the moment you meet, or the moment you decide to take the relationship to the next level, or something important can happen around these times. With the 9 of Wands, I see the symbolism of boundaries, of walls, of you protecting yourself, of not allowing people into your personal space. I see the symbolism of keeping people at bay and not really letting them see the real you. And here the Strength card really comes and confirms that it takes a lot of strength to be yourself, to allow yourself to be yourself, and to stop worrying about people judging you and about what people are thinking or saying about you. It takes a lot of strength to be able to do that. But once you're able to do that, you hit here the Temperance card. You become a more calm and a more centered individual, and you are able to rise to your next level of enlightenment. You are able to evolve in this life to really reach your dharma, your destined path in this life. And with the King of Coins, we see that what's destined for you is stability and wealth and joy and happiness and really having all your material needs met. However, with the Four of Cups, I don't think you're happy. Even if you become very rich and powerful, that doesn't bring you happiness. You still want more. You're still striving for more. There's still a need for more. But somehow you cannot put your finger on what exactly that more is. And I think the issue here is that you're looking for that something more in the material realm when you should be looking for it in the spiritual and emotional realm. And with the Ten of Wands, I see that this is really specific work you're doing. It's not realistic for you to expect to be able to find all the satisfaction that you need in the material world, in your profession, in your possessions, and not even in physical pleasures, not even in the bedroom, not even through physical expressions of love, let's say. Because what you are missing here with the Four of Cups is exactly that soul connection. And this is weighing very heavy on you. So what can I say? Group number 4, you've definitely not met the one for you yet. You haven't met your soulmate. You haven't met that divine connection that the universe has in store for you. And because everything that happens here in the middle is kind of blocked or happening in between the 9 and the 10 of Wands, the solution is clear. Take down the walls. Accept that you cannot do it on your own. First of all, you need to mentally understand that you are not meant to be alone. You are not meant to go through this journey alone. And even though you've been incredibly successful, and even though you are seen as a very strong person, even though you are seen as a mentor, as a guru, as a professor, as a teacher to most people, on the inside there is still a big hole, a gaping hole waiting to be filled. And you're not going to be able to fill it on your own. For some of you, for a very small subsection of group number 4, I see here the recommendation to ask for support in finding your ideal partner. Well, actually, this is the message for everyone. Everyone should ask support, but from whom? So, for some of you, you need to connect to divinity. You need to start praying, you need to start meditating, you need to start manifesting your ideal partner in your life. For some of you, this can work through a matchmaking service, or if it's part of your culture, ask help from your family, go down the arranged marriage path, meet people that way. Because if you continue to try to take the entire burden on yourself, look here how this tortoise is doing it. The weight of the world is on their shoulders. If you continue down this road, you will end up alone. You need to ask for help, either from divinity, from professionals that are specialized in this, or from your family or friends. It's your decision where you want the help to come from. Just ask for it and stop micromanaging it. This issue of your love life and of your ideal partner, stop micromanaging it. Stop trying to steer things in a direction or another. You need to allow faith to step in. You need to allow the universe to step in. You need to allow other people to step in and help you and support you in this, because you are not doing a good job of it alone. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm sure I'm not telling you anything new. This is nothing that you didn't know already. The cards show me clearly that you are not happy. And although to the outside world your life seems pretty perfect, behind these barriers, behind these walls, in your personal life, things are quite chaotic. And you're not fulfilled. Okay, this was it from the tarot cards. Not a great message, let's say. But don't worry. We still have the oracle cards. I've mixed up here 5 different sets of oracle cards, which I've split into 4 equal groups for the 4 groups of this tarot spread. This is your pile, your group of cards. Let's see what the oracle cards have in store for you. Additional messages to clarify what omens the universe is giving you, or how the universe is communicating to you and showing you who your ideal partner is, who is actually meant for you. Okay, this is interesting because we have here abundance, initiation, sacrifice, the sandpiper spirit, which talks about playfulness, and the scarab beetle spirit, which talks about magic. So I kind of get the confirmation that the tarot cards were right. You are a very abundant person. You are very high up, either in society, in a social structure, in a company structure. Basically, on the money side, on the career side, you are set, you're doing very well. However, all this success came at a price. You had to sacrifice certain parts of your life in order to achieve this success. And here the cards are telling you to stop taking yourself so seriously and be more playful. Connect with your inner child. Go to a stand-up show. Tell a joke. Go to the circus. Do something fun. Do something just for the fun of it. Just connect, even symbolically, with this energy of playfulness, of fun, of joy, of stress-free and worry-free. Now these 2 cards, they are giving me a very strange vibe, because the initiation card and the magic card, they show me that you might be into some very weird stuff, occult stuff. You might be into candle magic. You might be into necromancy. Or you might be using someone's services for magic, for manifestation, to bring something into your life. And here, with the Hunter Moon, I see that autumn is a very important period for you. You might be doing moon magic, moon manifestation. Or if you are not doing this, then be careful, because someone is doing this either for you or to you. Magic is at play here. Things beyond our comprehension, things beyond the physical and the material are happening here. The wheels have already been put in motion, and let's see what awaits us. What's gonna happen next? We need to take out some more cards to see what's gonna come out of this magic and initiation. The Otter Spirit and the Lost card. Look how beautiful here. The Otter Spirit comes with this heart-shaped symbolism. You are never alone. However, the Lost card tells us that sometimes you learn through offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take you over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. Okay, so love is not gonna come easy to you, because in order to be able to feel this love that you're clearly yearning for, that you clearly desire, in order for love to be able to manifest in your life, you need to let go of your ego. The loss here is the loss of the ego. And I don't know if you can see it, but this candle is really giving out black smoke right now. So now that I started to talk about magic, and either you doing magic or someone doing magic on you, that candle is kind of going crazy. And just as the context for you guys, this is a candle that represents the energy of the planet Venus, or the feminine. And this is a candle that represents the energy of the planet Mars, or the masculine. This also talks about manifesting and bringing things in just energetically and just attracting things in, while Mars talks about doing actions and actually doing something proactive to bring things into your life. And this candle is really going crazy right now. With the black smoke, it's kind of giving me some creepy vibes. But yeah, let's not jump to conclusions and see exactly what you can proactively do. Yes, I understand. They need to do something. They need to act and to eliminate something from their life, because that's what the black smoke is telling me. So with the loss of ego, give up a little bit of your ego, but also, I don't know, maybe do a cleansing, because I'm really getting some creepy vibes here. So do a cleansing, do a fire cleansing, or just do something to clear your energy, to clear your mind, because yeah, something is fishy here. With the manta ray, we have compassion and kindness. Okay, we also have the motherly energy, the energy of the mother. I see for a lot of you this confirmation. It's good to go to your parents. It's good to go to family. It's good to ask the help of a woman in your life in order to find this love connection that you're clearly looking for, that you want, that you desire, but that hasn't happened for you yet. We have the self-reflection card. Your partner will be quite the opposite of you. They will reflect everything that's nice and good in you, but they will also have very different interests than yours. And with the self-reflection, I also see that mirrors are important. You might meet them in a place with a lot of mirrors, with a lot of glass, with a lot of light. You might meet them in the salon or in a shop with really big mirrors. Or I'm just thinking here of the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles, like a place with a lot of mirrors. And then look here. The last card is the energetic clearing card. Exactly what I've been telling you with the Mars candle going crazy here for you in your spread. It hasn't done yet for any of the other groups. It's just happened here for you. I think someone is doing magic on you, if you're not already doing that. And whoever is doing it, it's not okay. It's something dark, it's something black, because I have the black smoke coming from the candle, still confirming that something weird is happening here. You know what? I'm just gonna put the candle down here so you can see it. So you can see that every time the black smoke comes out, it's just confirming exactly what I'm telling you. Something creepy is happening here for you. And you need to clear your energy, because your love life has been stuck and there is some outside influence here. It's not all your fault. It's not the divine plan. Certain energies are interfering here actually with the divine plan for you. Okay, let's take out some more messages for group number 4. We have curiosity. Okay. We have the Sea Queen of Waves, calibrate to nature. Lemurian Sea Sanctuary, remembrance. We have dark matter, again with the dark symbolism. And limitless. Okay, so with the curiosity card here, I see the message that this magic that was done for you or upon you wasn't done with bad intentions. The intentions behind weren't bad. However, this person doesn't know what they're doing. So the person that is doing the magic is not initiated in this magic ritual, and they don't know what they're doing. They were curious, they were trying something out, and it didn't end up the way they thought it would. With the Sea Queen of Waves and the calibrate to nature message, I see there's a very easy way for you to clear your energy. So you can either use fire, as we saw in the previous cards, in the first row of cards that came up for you, or you can use water. And I think this is actually the easiest way for you to clear your energy. every morning or every night. I would recommend in the morning and at night. Take a shower, and while you are taking the shower, just imagine the energy of the water clearing your aura, clearing your energetic field, and taking with it to the drain, down the drain and back into the earth, all the energies that are not yours, all the parasitic energies that attach to you during the day or during the night. So that's why I recommend taking a shower in the morning and right before bed, and just do this visualization while you are washing up of the water actually washing away, besides just the physical grime and slime of the day, also the energetic grime and slime that gets attached to you. Because I also get the feeling that your aura is very porous and energies attach to you very easily. So it's good to have just this mental intention, this energetic intention of clearing energies that do not belong to you, of liberating energies that don't serve you, and just let them go back into the earth and let those energies be transmuted by the telluric, be transmuted by the earth into something actually positive. With remembrance and dark matter and limitless. So with these last three cards that we have here, I have actually a very positive and a very nice message for you guys. And the message is that this person that's meant for you, the one that the universe still hasn't brought into your life because you weren't ready and because other entities were interfering here, but that's going to appear in your life soon, is someone that you've already had a previous life with. That candle is also going crazy with the black smoke. So just confirming that everything that I'm telling you is correct. Oh, and look, the Venus candle went out. Okay, so we're left with the Mars energy. So yeah, you've already had here a previous lifetime together. You are soulmates. You are meant to have another experience together. It's going to be a karmic connection. It's going to be a very intense connection. And I mean, just look at that candle. Smoking black smoke all over. Yeah. And in this lifetime, you will finish up this karmic cycle. It's going to be a very intense connection. It's going to be a very powerful connection. However, here with this card, with the limitless card, look at the message. Look how beautiful. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways the divine. The divine can use anything and anyone. So you are being used here by the divine to finish up this karmic cycle, to evolve, so both of you can evolve, so both of you can grow into the best versions of yourselves. And don't worry about the magic that's being done here. It's really not intentionally bad. It's just someone was messing around with things that went beyond their comprehension, and yeah, you just happen to be in the crossfires of that. So yeah. Okay, the last row of messages for group number 4, we have the Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation, the Bat Spirit, a rebirth is assured, invite help, exactly what the tarot also told you, invite help, ask for help, you're not going to be able to do this on your own. We have the Beaver Moon and the card of creation and the solidity of the inner core. So what this tells me is that all the work that you've already been doing, working on yourself, working on your career, working on your financial security, that's all been great. It's actually exactly what the divine plan had in mind for you. It's what you were supposed to do. However, now you are again in a period of transformation, an emotional transformation. This rebirth with the Bat Spirit is representing this new stage of your life where, together with your divine partner, with your soulmate, with this person that's sharing a karmic relationship with you, together you are going to create something beautiful. You're going to finalize the cycle for both of you, as long as you invite divine help. And look at the beautiful mantra that we have here. Invite the divine to pursue you. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God. pursue me. That's all you need to do. And everything will work out fine for you here. You will find your other half. You will create a beautiful life together. You will both be transformed by this connection, which is clearly a divine connection between you guys. I hope I didn't scare you with all the black smoke coming out of that Mars candle right there and the Venus candle that just went out. But yeah, I'm just gonna focus now a little bit on the extended symbolism beyond the cards. The candles and the way they worked for you in this reading is showing me that action is needed. Wishful thinking is not enough. You need to act, you need to ask for help, and then things will work out for you. You will be happy. You will be more than happy with this connection, and you will be pleasantly surprised with what the universe has in store for you. If you've enjoyed this reading, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. I wish you all the best. I hope that you will be able to successfully navigate this entire situation and that it's not going to be very hard for you. If you need an additional guidance, I have a lot of material already on my YouTube channel, and I'm still preparing a lot of things for you guys, so I'll see you there. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.